Final game of the what's been an action-packed day over at Mustang High School. The Oklahoma Metro Youth Football League has put on the show. 11U Division, Coach Rob, myself, Mark Henry, the Deal Sports Network. It's about to go down. Kickoff is up, and as you can see, he's on the return, shifty in space. He gets to the outside and gets a block. He's got some room to work with, Coach. He's in the open field. He accelerates and takes it back. He is out of there. House call on the first play.
First play.
Touchdown, Thunder.
Wow, first play of the game. That's why you don't. That's why you can be careful on special teams. What a way to start this game.
Couldn't quite make out the number on the return, but listen, the Thunder's rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. He gets into the end zone on the first play, Coach. We thought the last game was great. Looks like we might have something here.
That's number 23.
McGee.
Cabracion McGee with the outstanding play. You got to put him on the paper.
Oh, you got to put him down. You got to make sure, Coach. Hey, shout out to Coach Thompson and the league. They get it done, man. Cabracion McGee. There go that man. Hey, you got to make sure he's on the roster for sure.
Make sure he's there because they knew he was about to make a play.
Absolutely, out the gate. And it looks like the extra point is good. What a throw. Coach, we got us a game.
We got us a game. It just started. It was like grown men out there playing. They drove here. 11U. I mean, let's check the birth certificates for real because Cabracion ran like a 4.3.
Man, it sounds like he's a guy that you need to get on your radar around this area. Future Friday night stars in the Oklahoma area on display here, Coach, all day long. Shout out to the Oklahoma Metro Youth Football League, Coach Thompson, combining this to be a great tournament, a great championship day. Under the lights, man, you got the gold from the gold bracket. You got OTF, of course, and the Sooners, another Sooner squad. Man, that's saying something. What an organization, Coach.
Yeah, the organization, they're almost in every championship game. But on this one, they better be careful because you kick it to Cabracion again, and he might go for 6 as fast as he is. So what outstanding play. Let's see how the Thunder react to this. Let's see how the Sooners play special teams.
Absolutely, man. I think that this, you learn about your special teams right away. And he takes it to the house. Deep kick up in the air, fielded. And he's taking it back up the middle. Looks like he's got some room, but he is tackled. That was number 16 on the return. Aaron's the last name on that one. Bear with us here. This is a tough roster to read here. I don't know, the font is a little different here.
Yeah. You look at these players that they've gotten obviously bigger and stronger with each one. Now we're at the 11U. We got grown men out there for sure. Let's just see what level of football, what type of offense that they run, because up to this point, it's been nothing but outstanding football, and I expect nothing less with this division.
You got Leverett up to the top for the Sooners. Big play. I could see him moving very well. He's up at the top of the screen, spread it out. The defense stands strong for the Thunder.
Yeah, and he was full speed. The running back was like 10 yards deep. Running back was 10 yards deep in the backfield. He got a full head of steam, and unfortunately for him, that no one really blocked the tackles in the ends because they were waiting for him.
Well, definitely you can see the Thunder wants to be aggressive on defense. You mentioned the depth of the running back. Usually a running back's at 5 to 7. He was pretty deep. Got to run and start, but the defense was there waiting on it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter running start or not. You got 3 people running free. It's going to be a bad day for you.
Absolutely. Second down, and they're behind the sticks already. We got some changes here on the personnel. Second down and long. As the Sooners come out with a big set. And that defense is there again. The Thunder rumbling. Penetration on the offensive line there, and the defense holds right there on forcing a third and long, Coach.
It's basically meet me at the quarterback, meet me at the running back at this point. This defensive line. We talked about the trenches all day, and I don't know what number that is, but he got in right away, made the tackle. I mean, they are meet me at the running back. The offensive line needs to do a better job of blocking these guys, or it's going to be a long day for the Sooner squad.
Well, tough Tough sledding for that offensive line. They're definitely in a passing situation here. 3rd and long for the Sooners as they start out behind the 8-ball coach. A couple of big losses. Back to pass. Quarterback's on the move. Little shake and bake, but can't get free as the Thunder forced a 4th down early in the first quarter, Coach.
That defense, we talked about it, has been a defense, nothing but defenses all day, just solid defenses. Now it looks like we have another one that's just going to come here to dominate. They're all over the quarterback, all over these receivers, 11 hats to the ball. Defense has been outstanding here today in Oklahoma.
Absolutely. The tackling has been tremendous. Looks like they're going to try to get this one on 4th down. Now, as explosive as the Thunder were on special teams, you can only imagine what they got on offense. They got one deep safety here. Back for the punt.
OUE punts the ball.
Good punt up in the air. He feels it. And he muffs it. And it looks like the Thunder get back on it. Coach, almost disaster there for the Thunder.
I mean, you talk about they couldn't start better, and then you're going to muff the punt there. It's almost like you have to be careful. I mean, he loses concentration. He called for the fair catch. He should have been fine. He took his eyes off the ball and looked at the guys who were coming down, and it's just luckily for them they got the ball back. Could have been disastrous.
Could have been disastrous, but they got it back. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The Thunder take control. This is the first time the offense has taken the field. As of course, McGee goes yard on the kickoff, and now the Thunder in control.
Quarterback hands off.
Good tackle by the defense as they come up and support. Great tackle by the cornerback there for the Thunder. It looks like number 20 on the tackle, and that's C.J. Johnson.
Yeah, again, a great job of pursuit. Cornerback coming down, willing to get his nose dirty, getting there in the tackle, and they just rally around. That was a great play defensively.
I tell you, we've been on it all day, Coach, with the tackling in the secondary for all the defensive players here. This is a youth league that you can definitely tell works on the fundamentals. 2nd down, tackle from the backside. Big number 4 on the tackle for the Sooners, and that's L.J. Johnson, or Leonard Johnson IV.
J4 they called him.
J4.
Made a tackle for loss there. Again, defensive football. That's why that special teams play was so big. You look back at this point, you give an opening kickoff for a touchdown, and now you see both defenses have settled in, and it looks like it's going to be tough for these offenses to move the ball.
J4 with the tackle, you can see the speed. He closed down on that backside. These guys got a great defense here, and you can see that from the speed and the agility there. As they hand it off up the middle, big collision. Fullback gets the 1st down. What a run!
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's a big boy coming down downhill. No one wants to get in front of him. That's a great run there, and just give him the rock and then just ride it all the way to the end zone.
And there was no mistaking what his intentions were. He wants to get downhill, steps through a tackle, and leans forward for a 1st down. Back he pass. Got a man wide open. If he can connect it just a bit over his head, he was wide open, Coach.
Yeah, it really was. And you want those back. I mean, it looks like a miscommunication on both ends. He got turned around a little bit. Let's see this replay. Good pass protection. Quarterback steps up. I don't know what route he was supposed to run, but he was already looking at the quarterback, and the quarterback looked like he wanted to carry it forward a little bit more, carry it more downfield, so it was miscommunication there because he stopped his route short. So there was something that was incorrect, be it the route or the throw.
Well, he just missed him there. He was wide open, steps up in the pocket, finds a crease to the outside. He's stepping, and he's out the gate. Could he score as he turns the corner? Great tackle to save a touchdown, but the Thunder are back in stride inside the 10.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback makes a play with his feet there. I like how he's moving the ball from one arm to the other. Obviously come through with the football in his hand, has breakaway speed, and took it all the way down to like the 4-yard line.
Absolutely, and the quarterback made a great play there, and that is Bryden Graham on that particular run there. You saw the backside open up, and he saw it opening, and he took charge of it. First and goal here for the Thunder as they rumble down inside the 5.
Yeah, I think I give it to number 11 again if you'd imagine it's going to him.
Graham takes the snap.
And they come and get him. He steps out of it. He's looking for a man. Got him wide open.
Wow.
Touchdown,
What a play.
Thunder.
What a play by the quarterback. Like Kyler Murray back there, just moving in and out of traffic, keeping his eyes down the field. That's a great sign for your quarterback. He's able to, within that traffic, still get the ball down the field. What an outstanding play.
Excellent pocket presence to keep his eyes downfield on the target. That's how you coached up. Coach, we're seeing some excellent play from the quarterbacks here in this game. Right now, the Thunder are up as they have a 14-0 lead with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Let's see what they dial up for this special teams play, for this conversion. The coaches have been in their bag, have called a great game so far, and let's see if they can put more points on the board.
Well, there's a reason these guys are so successful. As we take a back look at the bracket play, the Thunder took care of business over the SaberCats 26-8, and the Sooners had a tough one there in a battle with the Hoyas 19-16, and 19-15 as they make their way to the championship game. A couple of tough teams as they go for the extra point. It's given inside, but the defense is there. He spins out, and he's corralled. Extra point, no good.
Yeah, some miscommunication there. They didn't have clean runways, and they kind of ran into each other. Quarterback, luckily for him, got outside the pocket, and everyone's thinking it's a run, so no receivers turned around looking. I'm sure he even had offensive linemen down the field as well. So it's just one of those things that the play was doomed from the beginning. The spacing was off, and just the mesh point.
Absolutely. Well, they got a 14-0 lead as we wind down the first quarter, and the Thunder look to be in control of this one, Coach. This is a crucial drive for the Sooners as they try to get themselves back in this game down 14.
Yeah, you have to get positive plays on this drive. You have to get some type of points. You do get the ball coming out of halftime, so you can double up. I mean, it is not in the second quarter yet, but you have to start thinking you need points, you need big plays, you need positive plays.
Absolutely. Offensive, they got to get into a rhythm. They got to get some continuity. And then offensive line has got to hold those guys on their defensive line. As you get a deep kick here. Oh, pooch kick. Lands in the hands up. He's got a chance to get loose, but the defense is there. Great coverage by the Thunder on special teams as they kicked it to number 19 there for the Sooners.
Camden Fields.
Is Camden Fields.
Yeah, the Thunder had to be careful on kickoff. They had a guy offsides. The ref was right there and didn't call it. It's just one of those things that procedurally we talk about the mental errors. You have to stay away from those. So they have to make sure they keep their gunners back a little bit.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Sooners as they come out second possession of the first quarter. Handoff gets it up the middle. He's already got penetration, and the Thunder defense is there to hold him to a short game.
Yeah, if you need some defensive linemen, come to OKC. All the way from 6U to what we've seen to here 11U. There's been some outstanding defensive line plays. So if you need a defensive lineman, this is probably the place to go.
Absolutely, man. If you've been watching the broadcast today, the defense has been prevalent every time we got on the mic today, Coach. You definitely can look in the trenches in Oklahoma and find some guys here at this level. Second down carry, busts up the middle. He's free. Can he make it? He extends it, and he gets run down from behind. Man, what a run for the Sooners to get them in business with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Big hole as he gets up the middle, Coach. Let's take a look at it.
They got to be feeling good now. They talk about the defensive linemen. They were not gap selling there. He just makes a play. He gets to the second and third level, and he almost was a house call here. Good pursuit by the Thunder, but it's a big play, and the Sooners need more of this.
Absolutely. They definitely showed why they're in this game. Offensive line got some really good push there and opened the hold up. I think that was big number 30, Javar Jenkins on the carry. And that's all we got for the first quarter, man. We got us a barn burner here. Up 14. Can the Thunder hold the Sooners out? We'll take a small break right here on the DR Sports Network as we're in our final game, the 11U Championship, right here on the DR Sports Network.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
Get into the second quarter, the Sooners on the move as they line up inside the red zone. Handoff. He takes out, corralled by the defense, and listen, the big play by Jenkins spurred this drive, and he gets corralled there by the defense. Penetration by the Thunder off the defensive line that coach leads to that short game.
Yeah, the Thunder defensive line has played well outside of that one big run. They've kind of dominated the game. The Sooners have to get points here, so they can't leave here empty-handed.
Absolutely. The Sooners are on the move, third down and short. 8 looks like for the Sooners as they go into, quarterback comes back under center.
Jalen takes the snap.
Short handoff. Big number 6 is corralled on the carry. That's Jamian Williams, but he's not going to get much as that Thunder defense is on the spot, Coach.
Yeah, number 34, Rylan Ruiz. I mean, he just shot out of a cannon, and he meet me at the ball carrier. It's been this theme all game so far for the Thunder. They have just controlled the line of scrimmage. They're playing in the backfield, and it's hard to play and run offensive plays when the defensive line is living in the backfield.
Absolutely. 4th and long. It looks like the Sooners are going to go for it here. Rolls out to the right. He's got a man open. He's throwing it up. The big fella jumps up and mouses it for a catch.
Oh.
Coach, we've been talking about this guy. I saw him warming up. We're talking off camera, and Leverett goes up and mouses this one. Let's take a look at it.
What a play. What a catch.
What a play.
What a play. And that's exactly what you needed. There's a big 4th down. You need points here. If you don't get that, you're assuming the Thunder, if they get points, then they might put this ball game away pretty quick.
Absolutely,
First
man.
and
You
goal
got to
for your
see
Sooners.
that, man. Big time play. You got to get it to your players. Leverett goes up and he gets it done. They're inside the 5-yard line for the first down carry, first to goal for the Sooners. Leverett with a wonderful catch. That's what you want to see out of your guys.
Yeah, I mean, big time play, big time throw, big time catch. And the thing is if you can do that, you might want to start going back to that maybe a little bit earlier versus waiting to 4th down to call that play. You have the ability to make these plays happen. So if I'm the offensive coordinator, I start doing that on my early downs.
6:13 left in the second quarter as we got a break in action here, Coach. What a wonderful day. These guys have been playing their hearts out. The talent pool on this level in the state of Oklahoma is definitely, you're going to see these guys on Friday nights in the near future. Some of these names that you're hearing us talk about, we're definitely seeing these guys. So that's what the platform's all about, exposing the unexposed. And listen, the big fellas are going to be shining as well. This is brought to you by Drive 7 Bigs, of course, part of the DR7 experience. Heading into 2026, as the road to the crown the schedule is out. Got to get signed up. As you can see, H-Town, you're on deck in January. We ended in Florida. We go to Dallas. We go to Illinois. Oklahoma is on the map as well. And Louisiana, of course, the road to the crown of DR7 is out, man. Get signed up. Get signed up now because, hey, the big fellas and Drive 7 Bigs are going to be in the building. All 22 is what we're calling it. They're going to be on the field. They're going to be in a tournament, a 2-day event. When you come to a DR7 event, you know
Second
what
and
you
goal for the OUE.
Yeah, and I can't wait to come back to OKC and see the talent all through the state, not only at the youth level, but into the high school and middle school.
One under center.
Absolutely. Second and goal.
Snap, hands off.
False start.
Hit false start.
Move. Yes, sir.
Lucky for him. Lucky for him because the defensive line met him in the backfield. So luckily for him because he was number 11 was coming down. He was about to hit stick for sure.
Well, Javar Jenkins, he got a little antsy there. You can see he was kind of ready to get that football, but he moved quite a bit early there on that one. That's not what you need there, on this drive. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, if you will. Big play here for these guys as they try to punch this one in to kind of cut the score in half. second down and long from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see him throw here. I mean, they had the big number 0 on the outside and 1-on-1. I don't know if he can be covered at this point, at this level, so I would go to him.
Yep, Leverett is one of those guys. He takes it up the middle.
Scrambles through
Not
his
much
left.
room. The defense
Back
collapses
over
on
the
him. And you got a crucial third down coming up.
OTF
What happened with that? He wanted to put the guy in motion. The guy never went in motion, and the quarterback or the center ended up snapping the ball, and that takes the timing all off for the quarterback. Because now, luckily for him, there was a good snap and went right to him, but he was all out of rhythm. I don't know if that was a jet. I don't know if that was a throw. But the receiver never went in motion. The center ended up snapping it. I think it was a throw based off how number 0 is coming back, kind of asking what happened.
Well, at third down, you know, offensively for the Sooners, you got to look at your big play receivers. He was able to get that. He kind of got a mismatch out there. It looks like he's in the backfield or even out of the game right now. On third down, they're running
Number
it.
28, Austin.
And he gets outside. He's got some room. Crucial block. Then we got some laundry on the field. I think we're going to get holding on the Sooners.
Yeah, and it's one of those things we talk about. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. These penalties come back and bite you. It was a pretty decent run. You get to the outside, yeah, you see it there. The guy gets basically tackled to the ground. You hate to have those plays because now you're going backwards. You were so close to being in scoring position. I think they were at one point at the 5 or 6 yard line, and then now they're just going backwards the wrong way.
Well, I mean, this is the type of penalties that cost you points and move you out of field position to capitalize on this drive. You know, the big plays have been there for the Sooners, but they just haven't been able to capitalize and turn them into points.
Yeah, and that's why I said it a minute ago. Is I believe you got to throw it to 0 and you got to do it early, because what's happening is they're out of rhythm, whether it's a false start or the ball being snapped when someone's supposed to be going in motion, all those types of things. I feel like their best play so far is just throw it up to 0. I mean, I feel like when they're at the 6, once it hits second down, let's continue to try to throw it to them and give them a chance.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a chance to set his feet and get up a good pass. That Thunder front has been very aggressive. They've been instrumental in keeping these guys on their heels. They're kind of keeping them on skates. They're moving them back little by little. Every time they make a big play, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty or a loss. With the Thunder aggressive front 7 that's really been in the mix here in the second quarter.
Did they give them another penalty?
It looks like they moved back. Now they're really behind the 8 ball.
I mean, I wonder what the call was here, because it was holding, and it looked like they marked them off. And okay, they're far back now.
Right. Now this is when you look for that big jump ball. Looks like they got him in line. Maybe they can sneak him over the middle right here. They got him lined up as a tight end here. Now,
yeah, potentially.
That linebacker's got to see that. He's close to the line. Looks like they're trying to run a reverse. They got it. Here's opening the open field. The safety closes. Good tackle by the Thunder. That's how you play the safety position, coach.
Yeah, that's pursuit there, and you're very far back. I don't know how many yards. I mean, they kind of shot themselves in the foot at this point, but the Thunder defense, they're flying all over the ball. So it's just one of those things that, you know, there's not a lot of space there.
Absolutely, but the safety position, that's how you play it. You got to run those alleys. You can see he didn't slow down. He ran through the tackle. That's how you should play the safety position. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, he could possibly be having a meeting in the end zone and be for 6, because there was nobody else back there on that one.
Yeah, for sure. It was an outstanding play by the safety. Playmakers make a play. The defense for the Thunder is outstanding, from the defensive line all the way to the secondary, and they're showing why they are the number 1 seed overall in this bracket.
Absolutely, man. Well, speaking of brackets, in January, the road to the crown is up, man. We're going to be all over the country, starting out in Houston, Texas, coming back to Oklahoma, going to Chicago, Illinois, Florida, Louisiana, back to Texas in the Dallas area. The road to the crown 2026 is up, man. Go to drsports.com and you can see the schedule as we look and see what's going on. Here's a pause and play. It looks like they took a timeout. Man, you got to dial up something here on 4th down to try to get this in the mix, man. And, you know, if they don't come out with a good play here, you know, this is possibly giving the Thunder a chance to go up. As it looks like we got the matchup out here that we're looking for, Coach, on 4th down.
Yeah, the slot receivers are pretty far back. I'd like them up a little bit more.
He's looking deep downfield. Throws it underneath, but the Thunder, that'll wrap it up. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The defense is held for the Thunder. Great pursuit as Taylor Lissette tried to get his man and throw him open, but that just wasn't happening. The defense corrals him, and they turn over the Sooners on downs, Coach.
Yeah, this game was, or that drive was lost when they had the ball 5-6 yard line, and then you have a couple penalties there, and then you keep on going further and further back. It makes it near impossible, especially when you take out the ability to kick a field goal with the age that they're at, so that you're not coming away with points here. I mean, you had the ball all the way back at the 30-something yard line, it felt like, so it's just really impossible to get points out of that drive.
Well, the penalties took them out. They were inside the 5 with the first down, and the penalties just took them out and a couple of losses, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot there. But they've been playing some excellent defense. Now it looks like we might have a face mask on this one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's trying to bring the guy down any means necessary and just grab the face mask.
Yeah, as you can see, they try to
Holding
corral
on the
him,
Thunder.
get a little bit of face mask, and we'll see what the
10-yard
call
penalty.
is. Or is it holding on the offense?
Is it holding?
Yep. Well, I can't tell the reference. The ball went back down. It was holding on the offense. Yeah, it's been a long day for him too. He dropped the ball there. I'm sure. You know, looking at the way he fell out his head. Look, hey, coach, it's been a long night. He just trying to make it through these last few minutes. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter as the Thunder deep in their own territory. Can the Sooners get a turnover or a stop here to put the ball back in their favor here?
Another penalty.
And got another penalty. False start on the offense.
False start. So now the Thunder are starting to shoot themselves in the foot a little bit. They're going back twice, and this is working out in the Sooners' favor because they're losing yardage and the clock hasn't even ran. And so now hopefully you can get, for their sakes, maybe get a turnover, force them to punt, maybe get a block punt here or get a good return. And next thing you know, you're within the game because you get the ball coming out at halftime.
Absolutely, man. I think that, you know, hey, this is their time. They have to get this done. And now, this second quarter's been a little different than the first. You know, the penalties have stopped both teams from getting positive gains, and you know, they're kind of both, like you said, shooting themselves in the foot. You know, as they try to spread the defense out twins to the bottom of the screen. And here we go with the next play, man in motion. Gives a carry. Defense makes a stop. He's still running and churning, but they finally get him down.
Yeah, it's been a sloppy quarter, probably the sloppiest quarter we've seen so far today. Both offenses have kind of, like we said, shooting themselves in the foot. You got the Sooners who took it all the way down to inside the 5. It ended up around the 30-yard line, and then the Thunder get the ball back with 2 penalties in a row. I mean, I think both these coaches probably just want to get to halftime at this point, make their adjustments, and then come out and play the second half.
Absolutely. You know, kudos to the Sooner defense. They've been, you know, on the field a lot here this first half, but they're hanging in there. They're still fighting and scrapping to make plays and try to keep this offense at bay as they got them buried in deep in their own territory. I'm telling my guys to strip their football if they hand it off. You know, they got them deep down here. If they can get a turnover, they're right back in this game.
Right back in this game. 1 play away. Oh, they're 2 players in motion. That's a penalty there. Illegal shift. So they're back further back. So you're right. The Sooners, the Thunder starting to shoot themselves in the foot. The Sooner defense is playing pretty solid defense, and the Thunder helping them out. And now they're going to be within inside the 5 again. So now you're definitely pinning your ears back and you're trying to make a play.
Well, it's a lot of green grass, but it's been a lot of yellow in this particular possession on the ground for these guys. You know, they're pushing themselves back. And listen, this is where the ball handling has to be superb. You do not want to put the ball on the ground here, and the Sooners could pick it up and score. Big second down here for the Sooner defense with 42 seconds left in the first half. Back to pass, he's got a man up. He's looking, looks like a great catch on the outside, but there's a penalty flag. Might have a little holding on defense.
Yeah, pass interference, something that's going down. Like that was a great throw there, great catch in traffic. Looks like they got the defensive back for a little pass interference.
Great pitch and catch by the Thunder offense there. As you can see, listen, when they get time and they got the guys on the outside that can get it done. As you look at another shot of this play, he goes up. Great concentration, ability to track the football for the Thunder, and he makes the catch, and he lets them know about it a little bit there, Coach.
Yeah, and the thing is, as long as that pass play was, they still did not get the first down on it. So that's how far back that they were, is that they had a 20-yard pass and they still short of the sticks.
Well, you know, when you get those penalties, they cost you field position and put you behind the sticks. So it's second down, and they're still just getting there. Actually, it's 3rd and 4.
See how aggressive they want to be here.
31 seconds left.
31 seconds left. Yeah, obviously you want to go in with a 14-0 lead. You don't want to make any mistakes here. You don't want to give the Sooners any hope going into halftime.
Well, we got trips to the bottom of the screen. We could see a draw here to the running back. They got him spread out. Defense has to stay home here. In the Thunder, they punch him in. It steps out, another big ball over the top. He's got a man open. Great job by the defense, but he's holding again on the play.
They found the matchup that they wanted. You know, once you find a defensive back that's a little handsy and grabbing and things like that, you're gonna keep on going back to him because his technique's starting to lack a little bit. So if I'm them, I might as well throw another one up to him.
Well, you can't panic. He's in position to make a play, but before the ball drops down, he's kind of holding him and putting his hands on the Now it looks like the Thunder in business with 24 seconds left on the clock. They're closer to midfield than they've been in these last couple of drives.
Yeah, I'd go right back to that same matchup. Maybe they put a safety over top or whatever, but I'm going right back to that defensive back. I'm going right back to that combination, see if I can grab another pass interference.
Bubble screen out, tosses it down, he's grabbing space. Great tackle by the DB on that side for the Sooners. That's number 28. He makes a fabulous tackle. That coach to tackling again. We talked about this all day. Austin Ziegler puts the man down, and he makes a big play. Thunder take a timeout with 6 seconds left to go on the clock.
Yeah, that's one thing about what we've noticed today is his open field tackling has been outstanding. There hasn't seemed like, at least back to my memory, a play that I can remember where there was a big missed tackle and someone just got loose. It seems like everyone's rallying the ball. Everyone's really fundamentally sound when it comes to tackling.
Absolutely, man. The Sooners, you know, they've been on their heels for most of the game, but they've really been stout defensively. You got to remember, they've only really given up 7 points.
Right.
If you look at it, the first kickoff was a score by McGee for the Thunder. Outside of that, they've held their own ground. They've held the ground. You got the special teams return and 1 touchdown. They're still in this game, but they got to stop the penalties, and they have to capitalize when they get down inside the red zone.
Yeah, special teams like we talked about all day, it's so huge part of the game, such a big part of the game, and then you get an opening kickoff return for a touchdown, and like you said, they've only given up 7 points since then, so technically it's 7-0, but then you have that special teams touchdown.
Big ball over top, he throws it up, and now that's great defense on the pass breakup by the Sooners defense. That's what you want, man. That is all we got for the first half. Your score, 14-0, the Thunder up on top, man. That is the first half. We'll be right back here on the DR Sports Network with the final game, the 11U championship. Man, we got 16 minutes left, folks. Can the Thunder finish them off? We'll be right back right after this.
Hello, DL Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
DR Sports presents the DR Roundtable. Prepare to be exposed. All football. All gas. No brakes. DR Roundtable starts now.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, DR Roundtable, and I am super excited to be your host. And to my left is the CEO of DR Sports. His name is Jonathan Mumphrey. And then to his left is a lead platform scout. His name is Mark Henry. Gentlemen, how excited are you to be here today?
Man, super excited to be here today, especially in the great state of, we don't know if it's Georgia, Alabama, it depends on what line you cross over.
Man, listen, it's about that time of year. We're deep into high school football season. We're going to be talking about some exciting things that we're going to be doing in the spring that leads into the fall. They kind of work hand in hand. That's what we're all about here at DR Sports.
No doubt about it, man. And I'm appreciative that y'all let me be a part of this, Jonathan. I'm excited about it, and I cannot wait to dive into everything that encompasses DR Sports. That is DR Sports with a Z. drsportswithaz.com is the website to get all the information about the upcoming events and everything that encompasses, as I said, about DR. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. And the first thing is DR7. All right, and so we just had our schedule release. Let's first start with you, Jonathan Mumphrey. This is your favorite time of the year.
Absolutely.
Putting out the schedule for all the teams to see where they're going to be this spring. Let's start with you, man.
Well, absolutely. But be remiss, man, not to welcome you to the family.
Thank you, man.
And tell you thank you for, lending your talents and your skill sets as we go into this next year in you came on with us in 2025, but as we go into our season in 2026. So, man, I think Mark and I want to just say welcome to the family on that. I know, I think that's great. We're excited to have you.
I hope the guests and the people that are watching right now understand I'm coming with a lot of energy. So if you don't like a guy yelling and screaming with his hands going crazy, this is not the show for you. All right, let's get into the schedule release, man.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that sticked out to you?
Absolutely. When we're talking about the road to the crown and, which is our schedule, we got some new things we'll be launching in 2026. But just talk about the DR7 side as we'll also get into our Drive 7 big side. I think that is very important as we get into that conversation. But, I would be remiss not to talk about one of the greatest, the state of Texas. We got to start there. That's where we're born and bred. That's where we feel like some of the great football come from. I know that's an argument between Georgia, Alabama, and Texas. But, starting out in Houston, Mark's hometown, I'm going to let him kind of share a little bit more about that. Super excited. We've been starting out on that weekend since we started going into our 5th year. We're excited to really partner with and collab at this new venue at Klein Kane High School. So we're super excited about that, all that great talent there. I've already started talking to some guys from Florida and other different states.
Second half, final game. Coach, we've had a barn burner here. One of the better, starts with the kickoff return as the Thunder, break pay dirt. But after that, the lockdown defense for the Sooners has kept them in the game. We got a 14-0 game. 16 minutes to the championship. Who wants it, Coach? We're going to see who's going to make those second half adjustments. Now, the Sooners do get the football back here. I would think they got to come out and establish themselves, clean up the penalties. That's kind of kept them at bay. They were inside the 5, and the penalties kicked them out of the range, and then they had to turn it over. This is the Sooners' drive to get back in this game, Coach.
Yeah, they have to, and maybe they can return the favor in regards to the special teams touchdown. If not, I'd like to see them throw a little bit more to zero on early downs instead of waiting until it's 3rd and 4 and long to do it. So for them, it's either return this, and then if not, let's throw the ball early on 1st and 2nd down.
Absolutely. I think you get leverage the ball too. It's a deep kick on the return. Is number 1 for the Sooners. Is outside, gets tackled. That's Taylor Lissette.
Let's see the halftime adjustments. You knew what you had, and let's see what they come out with. It'll be very interesting to see how they call these first 3 plays, because this is exactly what they talked about in halftime.
Absolutely. What can they do with the rock in their possession now? They have to take it to the Thunder. That defense has been aggressive. I think, Coach, you mentioned it, getting it to uh, Leverett. That would be what I'd come out with. He's a mismatch nightmare for the corners outside. He's in line right now. Maybe you can sneak him past the defense. They open it up with a run, and that Thunder front is there rumbling. Listen, the Thunder defensive front has been holding it tight.
Yeah, it's tough sledding running against them. That's why I was saying let's throw it a little bit more on early downs because they're just teeing off, and you don't want more of the same of the first quarter, the first half. You don't want to be behind the sticks like you are. So I think you need to change it up a little bit just because they're controlling the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. They're playing a front that's very aggressive, just like they've been staying in that 4-4 type defense or 4-6 looking at 4-4. As the safety walks back, they got one deep safety, so they're coming downhill. And we mentioned the depth of the running back. He's pretty deep in the backfield as they run that kind of offset pistol. Back to pass. Going it up. They got a big fella down, and he makes the grab. Big number 24 makes the grab. That's what we talked about, Coach, going over the top. And that is Kier Perry on the reception.
we talked about it. I'm glad they adjusted to it because you're not going to run your way to a win in this game. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to stretch themselves a little bit, push the ball down the field. They have the playmakers to do it, and that will soften up the box a little bit and ultimately get them to where they can run the ball, but they have to score here.
Absolutely. Good shot by Lissette downfield, and Perry makes the grab, 1st and 10 for the Sooners.
QB1 takes the snap, hands it off.
And they get it up the field, and that's what you want from that offensive line. You got to get a push, and the running back hits the hole. As you can see, number 20, C.J. Johnson there. Great run. Watch this offensive line gets a push. It's a stiff arm there. There was penetration, but his ability to escape gives him, a couple of positive yards. This drive looking so good so far for the Sooners.
Yeah, they have to fix some of their blocking on the offensive line because even on that play, it took the stiff arm to really get down the field. So it's can you execute consistently like that with the defensive line living in the backfield? The odds are not in your favor if you do that. So you got to get better blocking up front. Whatever they're doing, they got to adjust their scheme just a little bit.
6:09 left in the third quarter. We got a pause in action timeout. It looks like Thunder takes a timeout. 2 big plays by the Sooners. They want to stop this momentum and talk to their guys. Say, hey guys, look, we got these guys where we want them. Stay true. You got them in the backfield. You got to make the tackles. Talking to your DBs. Hey, look for the tight end over the middle. If you see Leverett go out, flex out, there's a possibility the ball's coming to him. That's what I'm telling them if I'm on the defensive side of the ball for the Thunder.
Yeah, I love the timeout by the defense. Kill the momentum, regroup. Let's not let them score here if you're the Thunder, and let's just dominate this game. Let's put a goose egg, a donut for the championship game. So this has to be what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
Goes under center.
2nd down and about 7 for the Sooners. Quick handoff, and there's that Thunder defense. Like you said, Coach, that's a great time for a timeout to kind of regroup, get the guys very focused on these guys. We've been beating these guys all night long. Let's not give up these big plays up the middle. We got to be stout. Now you got them in the 3rd and long situation, which they've been in most of the night.
Yeah, it's really a great timeout. You think of it as one of those basketball timeouts to where the team goes on a little run and you want to stop the run before it gets out of control. That's what the Thunder defensive coaches did, the head coach with that timeout, and they get right back to dominating a little bit. So well-used timeout. They're getting back to their style of football defensive line-wise.
The big fella rumbling up the middle, as you saw, beautiful middle, clear skies. Over the Oklahoma sky tonight, man. Mustang, Oklahoma. It's been a great day for the Oklahoma Metro Youth Football League as we're in the 11th championship. The final game of the evening, 4th down and short. What do the Sooners do here, Coach? I think you got to look to put the ball in there.
Oh, good play call.
Misdirection, the big fella up. Good play call.
Good play
Big
call.
number 8 rumbles up the middle. That is Elian Nicholas who gets the first down for the Sooners.
That was a great play call because typically when they're in that formation, they're running on the right side. They did obviously they did a little counter here and they ran on the other side. Running back got a little lane. It was a well-designed play, well executed, great play call.
Absolutely. I think that you have to keep them on their toes. That was a great play call because, looking to put the ball in the air to try to get some momentum there. 1st and 10.
Quarterback takes the
Oh,
snap.
big hit. Big hit by the running back.
Tackled at the line of
We
scrimmage.
got a face mask possibly. It's a late flag because we got some launch
Tackled by
first
number
period in the
4,
second half.
Bryden Graham.
Yeah, you want to stay away from this, whatever side you're on. No free yards.
But there is a flag on the play.
But that was a big hit by the running back there. Really flattened the defender who came through.
Absolutely. Well, you got those big fellas, lined up at the fullback position, man. Looks like face mask. That'll be 15 yards, and the defense is, you look for, positives coming out of this for the Sooners. They got to find some way to get this ball in the end zone. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This is the second time in the red zone, Coach. They got to capitalize right here.
Yeah, they have to come away here with points. They can't keep relying on the defense. They're going to run out of time. You got to score. They're down 14, so to come away from here without points would be detrimental.
From the 15-yard line for the Sooners.
Yep, 3 minutes to change in the third quarter. Second half underway. The Sooners are driving after they get the kickoff. Time-consuming drive for these guys. They got to punch it in, though. Defense gets penetration as they corral number 30, Jenkins, who took the handoff and from the set. And you can see that penetration's been there all night for the Thunder. As you watch those guys get penetration and driving the offensive line. When the offensive line is sitting in the running back's lap, Coach, that doesn't bode well for the offense.
You can't win many games like that.
Lissette bouncing to the outside. Great tackle in the open field. The Thunder making noise.
Yeah, they're sending blitzes. They're sending pressure. They're sending more than you can block. They're living in the backfield. The Sooners between the 20s can move the ball pretty well, but as soon as they get within the red zone, the Thunder defense is really getting stout.
Absolutely. Well, the field gets shorter. You got less room to work with, but they have to capitalize on this with 2:21 and counting in the third quarter. They're down 3rd and long again. This is kind of what they've been facing here, where they're having to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, it's been a theme for them.
I think it's the time you get leverage the ball, Coach. We've been calling for it. Let's see what they do.
Taylor in the shotgun.
Looks like we got to stop it and play. Timeout for the Sooners here in the third quarter.
Timeout on the play.
We'll take a small timeout with them right here on the DR Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
They got to punch this one in. They're running out of time here to get this in the end zone. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The Thunder's been holding strong when they get down in the red zone. If I'm the coaching staff, I got a mismatch wherever Leverett is. He's got one ball where he made a big-time catch on the outside. Right now he's lined up in line. The last time they had a big play was to the tight end lined up on the inside, 3rd down. Rolls out to his right, looking at this reverse. Oh, they try to get it, but that Thunder defense stands strong.
Yeah, this is not going. East and West is not going to work. Now they're in another 4th and long. The Thunder defensive line is living in the backfield, so they have no real resistance, so he was just waiting right there for the reverse. The play was doomed from the beginning.
It looks like he might have done better keeping it. The hole kind of open there for him, but he ends up handing it off there. But I think this is where I think the Sooners are not capitalizing on the weapons that they have on the outside, some of the mismatches. Because right now the strength of the defense for the Thunder is in that front seven or that front eight. They've been kind of in the 4-4 look and hadn't come out of it, and they have no reason to come out of it because they're not being tested in the secondary.
And you see now what they do. They're putting zero wide. I feel like they should have done this first, second down a lot earlier.
Fourth down.
You got to go to them there.
Quarterback jumps back. Scrambles forward. Face mask.
Back. It doesn't look like. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, face mask.
Absolutely.
Face mask, but still,
Go back to it. Go ahead, Coach.
You can't wait to fourth down to get levered out wide. To me, you got to get it. This got to be a first down play.
As he said, it breaks it, and you can see the snatch right there, kind of jerked him back, and they're still alive. I mean, Coach, they had every opportunity here to stay alive, and they're crawling and scratching, trying to get it there. We've been calling for it. We'll see if it happens. You got to get this guy to football. He's a mismatch out there, and he's got good hands and tracks the ball well. He's able to high point the football if you throw it up to him. But he hasn't had as many chances as you like to get the football. But right now, again, they're in the red zone, 15 inside the 20. They got to punch this football in 39 seconds left.
No, they're keeping it tight again.
Handoff up the middle to number 30, and that is Jenkins as he gets a couple sticks there. I guess that's no bread and butter. They're going to lay on them. They're
Run down. First and 10 for the OTF Thunder.
Stoppage in play. For some reason, I don't see a flag. Maybe somebody took a timeout here.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what. Why they wouldn't go with their original plan, which was what they called before the face mask. I like getting that spread formation for them. I think it's best. If you keep on trying to run the ball like they have within the red zone, you're gonna get the same results. And unfortunately for them, they're starting to run out of time a little bit. So without a turnover here, they could be in trouble.
Well, that was fourth down, and looks like the Thunder take over. Another stop inside the red zone, Coach. The defense has been stout. They haven't given up much, the Sooners have kind of not helped themselves. They got a false start here.
Another
The
penalty.
Sooners haven't helped themselves out there. You got the end quarter, into the fourth quarter. 14-0, the Thunder's up. 8 minutes to go. Can they finish the Sooners off? We'll be right back to tell you about it right here on the DR Sports Network.
It brings the best out of you and the worst. It's the perfect balance of strategy, skill, and speed. It sharpens your technique, your decision-making, and above all, your ability to work as a team. Iron sharpens iron. It puts a spotlight on every individual, forces everyone to be dynamic. It teaches you how to read the game, to anticipate, and to react before your opponent does. In this game, every second counts.
Mustang High School, Mustang, Oklahoma's been the site of the Metro Oklahoma Youth Football League Championships. 11U, great stiff arm. That looks like McGee. You can tell when he gets it. Oh my God, he is broke. He is free. You got to put this guy on the roster for a reason. McGee to the house with it. His second score.
Yeah, you look at the rosters, and there's no way you can leave this kid out because you're about to call his name a couple times, so we want to make sure you know what's going on. He is a home run threat, and I feel like if I'm the Thunder, I would have gave him the ball a lot more based off his home run speed.
Man, his forward lean, his ability to shake off a tackle, as you can see, and he takes it to the house for 6, man. This guy is going to be a player to know here in the state of Oklahoma. Definitely, Coach, you can see it.
He is a playmaker, and he scores from distance. It's not like he's getting 1-2 yard touchdowns. He is just breaking free, and no one can stay with him. It's just a great athlete.
The acceleration, and when he got to the second level, when he stood up straight, it was over, man. He's got a compact, stout build, a stiff form is right there, and his ability to get north and south quickly. That puts it up 20-0 as the Thunder look to be rolling and headed to a championship, Coach. Quarterback draw right up the middle. He's in the building for 6. 20, 1-0 as the Thunder rolls here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, now the Thunder, I'm sure what they're thinking is let's keep that donut there. Let's keep that 0 streak alive. Let's shut them out in the championship game. If you're the Sooners here, early downs, again, we've been calling for it. Let's spread them out a little bit. Let's throw it. We can't continue to try to run the ball on them. It's just not working. Let's throw the ball to be able to run it. They're running out of time. They got to score quick, but you got to put the ball in the air.
7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Thunder got a commanding 20-0 lead. Now, if I'm the Sooners, I got nothing left to lose here. Down 21-0 in the fourth quarter. We got to make some plays to try to get ourselves back on the board. They still got enough time, but it's got to be quick strike. But their offense, Coach, really hadn't been one of those offenses that's been a quick strike type of offense. But the big plays haven't been there except for 1 or 2. And when they get down to the red zone, they get stuffed by the Thunder defense.
Yeah, when your identity is one certain way and it's really tough sledding for you to do anything else, it really makes it challenging for you, especially when you get behind the sticks. When you get behind in the game, it's really tough to make it up. They really need a special teams play here. It'd be good for them if they ran one back to return the favor that the Thunder did to them.
Thunder kickoff.
Kickoff up, taking out a deep man, and he's got a little room. Shakes you back to there, and he's not taken down yet. And now he's taken down, as you see him go down. His feet came up in there, a little bit of a play there. If you look at this, let's watch it again here, Coach. He breaks up to the middle, has a little room. I think if he stays outside a little bit longer, he might have, pick up a few more yards. But the Thunder rumbling, and you can see it. They're rocking and rolling. Now, with the clock rolling, 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, you got to get in the offense. You got to get this offense in the game and try to make something happen here.
Yeah, and the player on that made that great tackle there was Cabracion McGee. He's been all over the field. We've called his name multiple times, put his name on the paper, send it up, because this kid is a playmaker.
Absolutely. You got to look at him as, in the running, if we're handing out MVP awards. He's been a game breaker, 2 touchdowns, showing the ability to run with power. He's not going to get tackled by arm tackles, and when he gets to the outside in the second level, he's a house call waiting to happen.
Yeah, he really is. It's just an outstanding player.
And we have the snap here as they go up. They look, great adjustment, but the defense is there. You do have a reception. That is number 30, Jenkins, on the reception. Now, the offense, they got to get back on the ball. They got to get in the hurry. You see Lissette bringing it back, and he finds his man Jenkins in the open field right there. He makes a great catch there, Coach, to high point with a filling touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like they have the ability to make plays down the field. I'm just surprised that the coaches didn't go to it earlier.
Absolutely. Second down and about 7 as the offense looks to be coming out. They got leverage spread out to the top. Who they look for? Man in motion. Got a man wide open. Oh, he just missed him. Looks like it was either a miscommunication there. As you can see, number 28 throwing up his hands, looking like where he was looking for the ball, it didn't arrive. And it's an attempted pass to Austin. on the play for the Sooners. And listen, Coach, they're trying. They're not giving up, and they're fighting and clawing and trying to make something happen. This is a crucial third down for those guys.
Yeah, it really is, and it goes to what we were saying the whole time, is that they have the ability to throw. They have guys running open. The quarterback seems to be able to throw the ball pretty accurate for the most part. The receivers have been able to make plays. So it's just, for me, I keep on going back to, I'm sure they'll look at the film and say, if we would have just thrown the ball on early downs earlier in the game, then maybe this game would be tighter than what it is.
Absolutely, I agree. That and some of the penalties down in the red zone. At the pass. Ooh, he takes a hit. It looks like it's picked off, and it's going back the other way. The Thunder are rolling for real now, Coach. Touchdown. As the defense comes up big, they get on the board.
Wow, what a play there. I mean, it's just meet me at the quarterback. They didn't block anybody. Everyone wants a touchdown. They're trying to get their hands on the football because they're smelling blood here. That's the thing with when you're down big and people know you're throwing at defensive ends and defensive tackles and linebackers are pinning their ear backs, and they're sending everybody.
Yeah, the Thunder are sending the message that they're going to be the champions of this 11-year adventure here in the Metro Oklahoma League Football League. Shout out to Coach Thompson for putting on a great event right here in Mustang High School, home of the Broncos, on the DR Sports Network. It's been a great day of football, and a great day of action here in the Oklahoma area. You're looking at some of these new guys, Friday night stars that you're going to see here very soon, Coach.
Yeah, this whole day has been full of athletes that are going to make a lot of noise on Friday and even Saturday. Saturdays, a lot of great athletes here. Let's see how they end this one.
Pass is broken up for the extra point. Still a substantial lead, 27-0 with 5:21 left. The Thunder are rolling here in Mustang, Coach.
Yeah, and if you're the Thunder, you're thinking you want the donut here, you want the shutout, and if you're the Sooners, you're trying to get some positive plays here. You got to be careful and protect yourself as well, especially with the drop backs. You have to have a little bit more protection. The offensive line has to protect the quarterback. You can't have 5 free rushers coming in, because then you'll have plays like that. But now it's just about pride. End of the season, they've had a great season. They made it to the championship game. There's no shame in that. A lot of teams would love to be in their situation, playing the game that they're playing. So I'm sure they want to just end it strong, put some points on the board, and just end the day great.
Absolutely. Right now it's out of hand. They need to get some positive things going offensively. On the defensive side, it's been some big plays that they've given up, but for the most part, the defense has played a strong brand of football. Just the big plays and the penalties have kind of limited what they can do. And the Thunder have taken advantage of the opportunities when they've had them. They'll wait to kick off. Oh, they look for an onside kick. It doesn't go to 10, so it's going to be in the Sooners' favor. It doesn't go 10 before he touched it. The onside kick was not executed well by the Thunder.
Yeah, and if you're the Sooners, you're probably thinking, we got to get points now. It's just one of those things that, the team's up 27. They do an onside kick on you, and you probably feel disrespected, but you've kind of given it to yourself with the penalties and things like that. But at this point, it's time to get points, because you're like, you don't want to end the season with onside kicks and things of that nature, especially when the team has a significant lead.
First down for the
Absolutely,
Sooners.
these teams have probably
46-yard
played
line.
each other in the regular season, playing each other again in the playoffs. So, they're familiar with each other. And, if I'm the big dog, I want to flex my muscles. And that's what I guess the thinking was there. As the Sooners come out first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Takes the snap.
Handoff straight up the gut. He's got some room to work. As you can see, Jenkins definitely can tote the rock. That's his biggest run of the night, Coach.
29-yard.
Yeah, I mean, and then there was Capricion McGee again making plays. So, I mean, it's one of those things. He's a playmaker. He's all over the field. It's one of their best runs that they've had. I'm sure they wish they would have had a lot more of this. But at the end of the day, you're still trying to get it. Capricion McGee with a great play there.
Absolutely, man. You can see once he gets some room, he's a guy that shifts in space and hit the hole his hair was on fire. And that's what you want from these guys.
Yeah, you want to compete at this point. It's all about pride. You know, you want to end the season. Let's get it, go down, score a touchdown, and end the season that way.
Man in motion for the Sooners. Back to pass. Looking for the big fella, and they connect. There it is, Coach. We've been calling for it, and they finally get it.
We've called it, and I'm sure Zero's like that right now. He's put his hands up like, man, we could have been doing this all game. And like I said, I know the offensive coaches will go back and say, if we would have done this more, the game would have been a lot closer. That's an in-rhythm throw, great catch. I mean, it's been there all game. They should have gone to that a lot earlier, and I think that the outcome might still be similar, but I believe they would have put points on the board.
Definitely Leverage showing some skills there. He's got great hands, big body target. Got to get him the football more. Quick pass, just a bit out of the receiver's reach. Kind of behind him there. You know, you want that ball more in front of him. You know, if you're running a quick slant, and maybe the receiver could cut that off just a little bit to kind of help his quarterback out as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that it could have been. Another receiver got up and tugged at his jersey a little bit. And for me, when it comes to playing receiver, you're going to get tugged on by the defensive backs. It's part of what you signed up for when you play receiver. You never want to get up looking for that flag. You got to fight through it and let the referees, because the referee's not going to bail you out on a play like that.
Nope. Absolutely correct. Hand off up the middle. Jenkins fighting for a few yards. 3:36 and counting. As we're winding this one down, Coach, it's been a plethora of games that we've seen. Shout out to Coach Thompson again for putting on a great youth league. And this is the culmination of these guys' season up here in the Oklahoma City area, Mustang, Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Metro Youth Football League, 11U championship. Right now, you've got the Thunder in control with the Sooners driving. This is at least the fourth time that they've been in the red zone. Let's see if that Thunder defense stiffens up here, Coach.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, they're in more of a spread formation now, and that's what we've been asking for. And let's see if they can make them pay.
Thunder with penetration, and they get to him again. As you can see, we got a little plunger on the field. Let's see what this is. We got a little push and shove, a little mild in there towards the end of the play. Shooting for sports conduct, and we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, I think they might have got him for unsportsmanlike. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're obviously on the field. I don't know if I saw enough there to throw that flag, especially at this point in the game. But you want to take control of the game before it gets out of control. But in saying that, I don't know if I agree with that call, from my perspective.
Well, absolutely, Coach, you're right. But this is another occasion where they get inside the red zone and a costly penalty pushes them out. Now it's actually fourth down.
Yeah, every time they got in the red zone, they've been a couple times. They've been close inside the 5. They immediately went back to the 30 or something along those lines. And you can't win football games that way. It's just you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're playing against yourself.
Absolutely. And it looks like there's a timeout called on the field by the Thunder as they're regrouping here, 4th and long for which could be the final offensive possession for the Sooners as they look to try to make some hay here, because they just have not been able to get this Thunder defense and call this. When they get inside, they were inside the 5, they were inside the 10. They were inside the 20 twice, including this possession. They've just been kind of, hurting themselves when it comes to penalties, incomplete passes, and the Thunder defense is not giving them any room to breathe.
Right.
So we take a stoppage and play. Got to shout out some of the champions today, the DC Antlers. Of course, listen, that last game was great, but you got to look at, this Sooner organization, that we've seen today. They got a championship as well. The Bucks, shout out to the Bucks getting the 10U championship as they get it done. The PCO Raiders as well. Shout out to all the champions today here from Oklahoma as the Metro Oklahoma Youth Football League putting on a fabulous event here in the championship Saturday. 4th down for the Sooners as we see what they're going to do here. He's looking left. Got a man outside. Shoots one, but he's not going to get away from these guys. They've been playing sound defense as they turn the ball over with 125 left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and what I've seen from the Thunder, it'll be interesting to see how they play this out. They were aggressive with the kickoff, with the onside kick. Do they try to get another score here? Maybe that's the mindset. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's go ahead and try to score, get the ball maybe in Cabriceon McGee. Let's let him run 70 or 67 yards right now. I'm sure they're probably thinking, let's get another touchdown.
That's what I was about to say. If they hand it off to McGee, it could be a house call again. He's just been a man among boys with the football in his hand. The ability to break tackles, and when he gets to the 2nd level, it's a wrap. Yeah,
and I agree with. I love the mindset that you're going to try to score points. It's just one of those things. We're here to play football. So I'm going to try to score as many points as possible.
Absolutely. But hey, that defense is there for the Sooners as they get home. Timeout by the Thunder with 27 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, this is, you can tell this is a rivalry. You can tell by the way the players are reacting to this and the way the coaches are reacting. The post-game handshake line and all that might be a little interesting after some of these, this 4th quarter play calling, so that the timeouts and the onside kick. I'm all for it. I love aggressive football. Obviously, these teams have played each other before. They're probably very familiar with each other, and this is competitive football. You're here to win football games.
Well, you want to get touches for those other guys as they go into the offseason. Some guys that didn't get a chance to get in, in the backfield and make some plays. But with 27 seconds, they're in full control of the game. This is one of those teams that you don't want to see in the postseason. As the Thunder been rolling. They're the top seed for a reason, and they've showed it today, Coach.
Yeah, they really have. They've dominated this game from beginning to end, and it felt like they had the Sooners' number the whole time, from opening kickoff all the way to this moment.
2nd and long, they got a man in motion. Back to pass, quarterback draw. He gets a great tackle in the open field.
Good hit. Good tackle. I love the energy from the defense. Defense still playing. Kids are still talking. It's just the rivalry. You tell us it's just a heated game, and just you love the competition.
As the time ticks off, they got one more play in them. Back to pass, he throws it deep. He's got a man, and he catches it.
Wow.
House call at the end of the game. The Thunder roll, and that's all she wrote, folks.
What a game. This says it'll be an interesting post-game handshake and all that, because the Thunder put on a show. They kind of rub their nose in it a little bit. They're fired up. Coaches coming all the way on to the other side of the field. What a great performance by the Thunder.
As you can see, Coach Thompson says no need for the extra point. The Thunder are in control. They are your 11U champions right here on the DR Sports Network. They get it done, man, for Coach Thompson. Shout out to Coach Thompson, Jonathan Murphy, Elise Murphy, myself, the whole DR Sports team. Shout out to Jeremy, my guys, Russ. Man, it's been one of those days, man. Shout out to A. Lou and, of course, Coach Rob. Man, you've been great, man. Definitely put it down, man. This is one of those things. Kicking it off, man, as we sign off from Oklahoma. There you have it, man. The DR Sports Network is in the building. We're signing off.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.